it's Vicky. So here is my sunflower journal, and make sure I'm in frame, and it's looking amazing. It's looking so fat. And I had to get back to where I showed you last. It was almost a month ago. Actually, it was a month ago. So here is where I was last. I had this little Tim Holtz ladder that I had little pictures in, and I'd made a little journaling card there to go in that envelope. And my plan was to finish this in September. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen. I'm going to use it till the end of October, and I'll start something festive for November, because I've got a lot of pages at the end and I don't just want to stop. I want to use them all up. So this was the last page that I got to, and we went to a restaurant, so I've put the menu in there. And it was because now with COVID they're throwing all the menus away. You get one menu and then they throw it away. So I've got my menu stuck in here. I've got a couple of journaling entries here. I did some baking. Can't remember what that was. Ginger marmalade cookies. And some more pictures. Those were from my garden. And those were from my garden. This was a magazine page. This, I think, yeah, I've stuck it in afterwards, and I stapled that on, and it's just a little quote that I pulled out of a magazine, and I put that in before I picked all the apples, and the quote says, "So much is coming your way," and there were so many apples. There still are a lot of apples. My freezer is full of apples. I've been making as many apple recipes as I can. I've got jars of applesauce. Yeah, so much is coming my way, that's for sure. Definitely with the apples. I've got a nice picture here from some sightseeing, but that was back over here. I've just saved the pictures to use them on the blank pages. And this is from the library, so this is a library receipt. They give you a receipt now. And this is how I've used those bullet dot grid pages. I haven't used it like you're supposed to use it. I just treat it like lines. And I did just a little bit of sketching there with some pencils, or can't actually remember. It was either with watercolor or it was with pencils that you add water to make it look like watercolor. And little sketch, that was what I did a few weeks ago. I did a Bible journaling page, and that was my original sketch of that. Another photo. Some more pictures of things that happened, and just scribbling notes in between on some of the days. You can see some of the days there was hardly anything that I remembered or that I wanted to write about. And then this page here went over the edge, and I didn't want to cut it off because I quite like that splodgy look, but I wanted to stabilize it there, so I put a scrap of paper, and I have caterpillars. They are eating all my nasturtiums. So on this page where I've got butterflies, I've also put a picture of my nasturtiums and a caterpillar, and I said butterflies bring caterpillars. So yeah, if you're going to plant nasturtiums, you are going to get these butterflies that are going to lay eggs, and they're going to have caterpillars that are going to eat all your nasturtiums. And we made some sausages that day, so I've got a picture there. This here is the paper that I used to blot when I was doing some watercolor, so I've just saved that because I thought that was quite nice with the inkiness. And that is from some yarn that I was knitting, so I've saved the ball band. I'll show you here. And another picture. This was from a magazine, so I haven't grown carrots, but I liked it for this journal. And more pictures. These are all from my garden, and I love that scripture, so I printed that out. And that was some cakes that we bought, so I've just cut out the packaging picture. I've rounded the corner. I used my corner rounder, and I've made it into a pocket, and they were very nice. They were lemon. And we love McDonald's, and I didn't use these in time, so I've just left them in there. You can see here I've just scribbled everything down, and that section there is another one of those watercolor blotchy pages that we left over, and I quite like that. And this was from a magazine, or maybe an advert or something, and I've just glued those 3 sides and made into a little pocket or a tuck spot. And I've got another little card here. I love geranium, so I've put the geranium card in here. And I did a bit of splodging of some ink here just to see what it would look like, and you can see a light pink there, but it was a red. And you saw me do this on my Craft With Me, so this was just from an advert, and I've made that into a tuck spot, and that was also from a magazine. So I've cut around the edges and I've just glued it down. And in here I've put some journaling in there, and that was from Maggie. And also just little scribbles of journaling here and there. I'm making up with the pictures. And I planted some violas, and with your little seedlings you get these little tickets. So I've cut them out and I can see what flowers are planted, what colors. This page here, I made it into a tuck spot, so I just glued those 2 sides and I made it into a tuck spot when I was thinking I'm going to try and use this all up in September. I'm glad I did. I received let me just check. Yeah, I received something. I received a gift, and there was a card with it. So I've taken my envelope, I've cut it to size because it was too big. I sewed all around it, and then I've done some journaling on the back of that card, so that becomes another little journaling spot. And then I can remember that I got a card on that day. And little chocolate box, so that was there. This one I haven't journaled on it yet, and I've got something to add to here, but I can't add it right now. I'm waiting for something else to happen in the meantime. So as soon as it's all been finalized, then I'll add my little cards and things from this day in there. And then on one of the days we went for a walk, and it was quite dark, and while we were walking I saw this leaf, and it's autumn now, leaves are falling, and I love the shape of this leaf. It might be an acorn, I'm not sure, I didn't really look, but it was dry, so I brought it home and I ironed it to make it flat, and then I've put it through my laminator. Let me see if I can find a piece of paper just to show you. So I put it through my laminator just like that, so it's actually like floating on a piece of plastic. So I really like that. It probably would have looked better if I'd put it on like a white page, but I like it there. I was going to attach it with paper clips, but it was too heavy and it was like slipping off, so I've just stapled it. I'm not really going to remove it, but I am going to remember my autumn walk. It was very cold. And I've got my little leaf there. And then this was yesterday, so I did some baking on the weekend. So I saved my box and I've cut out the word Cherry Bakewell Cake Mix, and I've just cut it into a square, and then I've used the corner rounder again, rounded those corners so it looks like a nice tab. And so here we're on to Monday the 28th, so we've got 29, 30, and I've still got all these pages that I can use up. So I'm going to use these for October. If I need to, I will add some extra things in the back here, and I'm going to make this like almost 5-6 month journal, or daily, or I don't know what to call it. But I started it in May, and now we're in September. 23rd of May, and now we're in September, and I'm going to do it also for October. So yeah, close on 5 to 6 months of journaling in there. It's huge. And I did have a piece of gold elastic somewhere that that I thought would tie it so nicely together, and I think this came off a bottle of jam or something. I tried it and it looked great, and that would tie it all together, wouldn't add too much bulk, but you can see it looks so fun, and there's so much stuff in here, lots of photos. So I will be doing this for another month, so you will not see the end of this. And I think at the end I will do a flip through, but maybe just to some music, and I won't talk because you will have seen all the stuff as I'm going along. So this will probably take me, maybe I'll finish today, tomorrow, and then I've got like this, which has got 3 little places here to journal, so that'll be October, so there'll be plenty of space. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Enjoy your day. Bye.